They are
Things like
options available to
There
us.
are, yeah.
Here we go.
I think we're going to talk.
Hello and welcome to the D20 Future Show. Hello and welcome to the D20 Future Show. I am, as always, your host and your GM, Richard. Tonight, we have with us 4 of our fantastic cast members. We have Adam.
Hello.
We have Alex.
Hi.
We have Charlie. And we have George.
Hey.
And tonight, we're going to play the Expanse RPG. I'm really excited because it's really good. I really like this game. I think it's a tremendous amount of fun. There is a fantastic community on Facebook for it, and another one for GMs. We're having a one-page adventure jam, and tonight is me trying out my one-page adventure, currently called Teen Trouble. There are only spoilers if you can read that text, cast members. But if there are, the whole thing is spoiled. That's the adventure. It is a one-page adventure set in the Expanse universe. If you are not familiar with the Expanse universe, I will do my best to colour it in. But the Expanse universe is a fantastic science fiction series. It's a series of novels, the first one of which is called Leviathan Wakes, which is... just putting a little burp in there that I will edit out. Sorry, Future Richard. Which is absolutely superb. There is also a wonderful sci-fi series, which are in the UK, I think the rest of the world as well, is on Amazon Prime, and is well worth binging during your free trial of Amazon Prime if you don't have it. The Expanse is a fantastic series. It's a wonderful sci-fi universe, and we're going to play the role-play game set in it. I think that's the admin out of the way. You can follow us on Twitch if you want. That would be cool. We've got quite a few people who do that. You'd be more than welcome to join us. You can subscribe and give us money, or just use your Amazon Prime free subscription. That will be rad. Eventually we'll have enough money to cash it in and actually get hold of the cash. That will be excellent. But yeah, anything like that, we would love you to do that. I think that's the kind of admin. We're going to go very briefly through the way that the system works to give you, the viewer, an idea of how it works, and you, the cast member who didn't bother to read the rules I sent to you, an idea of how the system works.
They were locked.
It's like you know us, Richard.
What, Charlie? If only you'd let me know, I would have.
Oh yeah, they were. That's
I
what.
downloaded it on, like, it was free online, so I thought I'd download it. So I've gone through it.
Oh, gold star for Charlie. If there was a thing like inspiration in this game, I would give it to you, but there isn't, so I won't.
Which Charlie knows because he's read the rules.
Because Charlie's read the rules, yeah. This is going to come as a surprise to everybody else, unless you've somehow found out that you're doing this and you are from Green Ronin, in which case, hey, big fan. Alright, the system is a 3d6 system. You have 3 dice. 2 are the same, 1 are different, or in some way you can tell one apart. That's the drama dice. That tells you how well you've done a thing. And it's quite simple. You roll the 3d6, you take that total, you add to it the appropriate ability. They are accuracy, communication, constitution, dexterity, fighting, intelligence, perception, strength, or willpower. There are 9. If you have a focus, which is a particular kind of skill within your abilities, you add a further 2. I don't think anyone's got beyond that. You can get extra levels to the focus, but I don't think we've got any of those because we're all playing level 1 characters. We are playing the characters in the quick start. So if you're familiar with all of those, I think many of us are playing with the quick start characters at the minute. It is a science fiction universe where faster than light travel is impossible, but quite fast travel through the solar system is cheap and economical, and so the Earth, the Moon, Mars, and a number of the larger asteroids within the solar system have been populated. Our story focuses on the Moon and Mars for tonight. I'm trying to think what else you need to know. So roll 3 dice, add up the numbers, get a big number. They have fortune, which is a bit like hit points, except you can spend fortune to change die rolls, so you can kind of use up your luck to achieve better results. Eventually, when you run out of fortune, bad stuff happens to your character, which is not to be encouraged. There is another thing I should tell you about, which is the churn. This is the inevitable dread that you should feel that the whole universe is out to get you, which is kind of a theme of The Expanse. Every time a character succeeds on an ability test and rolls a 6 on the drama dice, we're going to add 1 to the churn. Every time a character spends 4 or more stunt points to perform a stunt, and that's a stunt, so if you do a 3 and a 1, that doesn't count, we're going to add 1 to the churn. Every time you spend fortune points to change a die roll, we're going to add 1 to the churn. And every time you successfully overcome an encounter, we're going to add 1 to the churn. And at the end of every scene in the adventure, so essentially at the end of every scene, we're also going to add 1 to the churn. When we hit 10 on the churn, something bad might happen. When we hit 20, something bad's going to happen. And when we hit 30, assuming we do that before the end of this evening, something real bad is going to go wrong that I will have to make up on the spot. So that's the churn. I'll keep a record of that.
Get to 30, guys.
Aim to get to 30. I agree.
Sure. Yeah. You're gonna have to.
Stunts and everything.
You're gonna have to keep me posted. I've mentioned stunts. When 2 dice match on the dice roll, you get stunt points. That is kind of like a critical success, except it happens a lot more often than a crit 1 and a crit 20. The characters can do stunts, which is using up the kind of the stunt points they've got to do cool things. Some of which is just to recover fortune. Sometimes it's to make the attack more deadly. Sometimes it's to use a piece of obscure knowledge their character has to persuade someone. Hashtag let's match the churn. Yes, I should be clear that when you max the churn, something like the whole station depressurizes is the sort of thing that happens. It's real bad. It's not to be desired, but it should make for a cool story point. All right. In which case, I'll do a little bit of setup for the adventure, and you guys will then introduce your characters. I'm going to cut to we'll cut to each of you as we introduce the characters. That's what we'll do, and then we will get going. I will try and explain rules as we go because I appreciate reading through the quick start once doesn't necessarily get you fully up to speed with what is quite a thick game. But I should stress, viewer, it's really good. If you get this game, it's really good. All right, that's me shilling for Green Ronin without them paying me just yet. Awesome. So, if you are familiar with the Expanse timeline, this is set sometime after Leviathan Wakes has taken place, but none of that matters too much. That's the kind of background with the proto-molecule is not important for this adventure. However, you are the crew of a spaceship. You are freelancers, essentially the Expanse space version of adventurers. What is your ship called? I haven't warned them. This is them thinking of it on the spot.
Boatface, obviously.
Oh, yeah, sorry, of course.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
no.
not called that.
Boating McBoatface is, I should stress, taken by a campaign that I have run. So we need a different.
Okay, a new ship name that's not Boating McBoatface. How about the Sir David Attenborough?
The Sir David Attenborough is pretty good. Fisticuffs. If you and anyone else in the chat want to suggest a name for the ship, now is the time. Otherwise, it will end up being called the Sir David Attenborough in honour of Boating McBoatface.
Can we have a cool sci-fi name for once?
Sure. Yes, if you suggest it and the other people like it.
Storm.
Something like Cygnus Mark 7 or something. Something like actually sci-fi.
Cygnus 7 is a strong pitch.
Cygnus 7.
Cygnus 8.
Cygnus 8 is one better.
The Model 7, it's outdated.
Sure, yeah, no, I
Lots of,
understand.
lots of,
yeah.
lots of mechanical issues with that one.
The year 3042 called. They want their spaceship back, you know.
Well, they did some dodgy stuff with their emissions when they went to the space climate change
Yeah, sure.
committee. So
Yeah. So Cygnus 8.
yeah.
Okay, we have a suggestion from the chat of the red halfling, which is, I think, the opposite of what George wants.
I heard the Cygnus 9 can go faster than light, so.
Right. Well, that hasn't been
Oh,
invented
yeah,
yet,
sure,
so
Call it 9. Not made of money.
I don't know why I keep getting that out. What I can never remember is the what I just never remember is the dates for all of this. So this is set in the future. Any other suggestions beyond Cygnus 9? Sorry, 9 is too far, isn't it? Cygnus 8
Yeah.
and the red halfling.
What is it? Cygnus.
You
As
get
in the galaxy, Cygnus.
as in the galaxy. That's what you're going with. The name of your ship is Cygnus 8. Sorry, fisticuffs. Maybe one day the red halfling will fly. Okay. Cygnus. The Cygnus 8. Quite why you've named your ship after what is obviously a model number, I don't know. But there we go. Fisticuffs, go up a level. The Planck Unconstant is a superb name for a ship. I'm going to have to overrule you guys. Your ship is called the Planck Unconstant. That's too good.
It could be a Cygnus 8 model.
Yeah.
That's clever. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be clear, given that all of the cast are level 1 characters, Fisticuffs, you now outrank all of them. So that's what's going on. Very well. The crew of the Planck Unconstant have been gathered to a facility on Luna. They have been gathered to the boardroom of Van Yong Holdings, which is a large corporation. They have a facility on Luna, and you've been gathered into a video conference with the owners, Stephen and Alyssa Van Yong. Stephen and Alyssa, I have photos of them there. Stephen is an elderly gentleman. He's going slightly grey and wears glasses. Alyssa appears to be slightly younger, but not indecently so. Still, obviously, a first wife, with blonde hair. And they are sat in a similarly well-appointed room on Earth. You can see that they are suffering from gravity in a way that you are not quite so much. They are the room, both on Luna and on Earth, has wood panelling everywhere, suggesting that they are very wealthy indeed, because wood is a commodity not seen. The Planck Unconstant doesn't have any wood anywhere on board. Fill in your own rude joke there, Alex. I can tell you what you want to. Your silence is damning. So, as these two, as you're kind of waved in by a member of staff who hands you each a drinking bowl of water and then leaves, Stephen and Alyssa sit down. What do they see? And let's start with Nico.
What? They see me.
Would you like, Adam, to describe and introduce your character? It's a sort of device I'm using.
I mean, okay. I'm a guy.
And you
called
picked
Nico.
Adam to start.
Yes, I mean this is you asked for this. This isn't my fault. This is your fault. I'm a guy. I'm a black guy. I think I've got short hair and a nice sort of, I don't even know what those clothes are meant to be. Blue pants and a blue shirt, and there's some goggles around my neck. I don't know how goggles work. And some sort of leather jacket.
Okay, yeah. All right, excellent. Where are you from? You're from Earth. Okay.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a. 1 second. I'm a won't see that, so never mind. I'm clearly of military. I've had some military stuff, but I'm not in the military anymore. But I have the. I don't know. Move on to someone else.
The bar being set pretty high for thematic character introduction. Alex, tell us about your character.
So I'm playing Casey Katari because we agreed that it had an upward inflection.
We did.
Ex-Martian soldier, very tall, very good at. Clearly can handle herself in a brawl. Clearly can get on in life in that way. Has worked in the military, has worked in private security on the outer planets, and has done quite a bit of freelance work in those places. Yeah.
That's Casey Katari. Excellent. Charlie,
Great.
tell us about Ade.
I'm Ade, quite a tall-looking, dark-skinned fellow. Also got short hair and goatee. He seems to be from some kind of business background or, aristocratic almost. So he's well put together, deep thinker, and very much a leader of this strange group.
And probably the only one who doesn't feel utterly out of place in this posh boardroom.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
George, tell us about Izzy.
Sure. So as we're sitting down, they see a young, tall woman with a very lanky build, identifying her as one of the Belters. Her facial features are a split between Korean and Brazilian, and she carries several pouches and tools around her person. She, unlike Addie, feels very uncomfortable in this situation.
Excellent. Seeing you sit down, Alyssa kind of takes the lead with this meeting and says, "Thank you so much for joining us, the crew of the Planck Unconstant. We have an unconventional job, and we understand that this is the sort of thing that you, as a crew, specialise in."
Yeah, you could say that.
Excellent, excellent. What it is, and it's all a bit embarrassing, but our son Brayden is on the screen. Pops up a picture of Brayden, and for the viewer, on the screen pops up a picture of Brayden. He is a kind of teenager. He looks like a jerk. You don't like to leap entirely to conclusions, but you immediately take against Brayden. Brayden, his behaviour is out of control. He has been just blowing his trust fund on all sorts of unsuitable things. He is supposed to be... I apologise if you can hear the ice cream van, by the way. I certainly can.
Very vaguely.
Okay, in which case, viewer, I apologise. Future listener, I'll edit this bit out. You won't hear this. Brayden's totally out of control. Drinking, gambling, partying. He's supposed to be at Lunar University getting a degree before he comes to work in the family business. But quite frankly, his behaviour is absolutely out of control. We've tried speaking to him. We've tried reasoning with him. We even tried cutting off his trust fund. Nothing did it. So he even started to wear a baseball cap backwards. This was the final straw. And so we've arranged for him to be... and she looks deeply embarrassed. We've arranged for him to be taken to a facility on Mars called Troubled Teens Incorporated. It's an organisation that specialises in what they call tough love. All you need to do is escort Brayden from his apartment in the Mare Honorum district on Luna, where you are, to the location that I'm sending you. And she takes out a small what looks like a block of perspex, very much in the shape of a phone, which you all recognise and have, these terminals, and she sends a piece of information. There's a sort of brief pause, and then it arrives. It's a location in a wealthy area of Luna, and another location in a kind of industrial district of Mars. Just escort him there. I should warn you, he's not entirely likely to agree to be taken, but you have our permission, and the legal documents have been taken care of and should be in your data packets. Is there anything else you want to ask or need to know?
How much are we getting paid?
An important question. The Expanse role-playing game system involves a wealth system, and it will be enough to give you a temporary wealth increase of +2.
Thank you, Alyssa, for such a good explanation of how much we're going to get paid. I appreciate it. Very
United Nations dollars, she says. Yes, it is by no means a small fee, but of course, while he is totally out of control, Brayden is still very precious to us and needs the very best of care.
So don't. Okay. Fine.
Don't what?
No, nothing. Don't worry. We
Fair-
will escort him safely.
Yes, please. Remember, whatever his behaviour, he's still my baby. We're going to stop for a minute and appreciate Benji. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Decided to arrive.
There's Benji. Benji is... okay, the bots have turned up, so I shall be briefly blocking bots. Go away, bots. You're not welcome. I think I need to do that in...
You internet famous.
I want to become famous.
Uh,
Let's buy followers, primes, and viewers on bigfollows.com.
yeah, that's Slactus012. It is fisticuffs, very on brand, but also kind of annoying and just a plague on, let's face it, modern society. And let's assume that the Expanses, by the time that happens, even Uber Gernop Zoom 106, they found ways to deal with them. I nearly clicked on mod Uber Zoom 106. Absolutely do not want to make them a mod. I want to ban them. Go away. Right.
It's bad that they put those buttons next to each other.
Very poor design.
It's incompetence on my part. I didn't know where they are. Right, now that Benji's out of shot, except just his tail, we'll go back to the main camera arrangement. There we go. So go away, bots. We hate you. All right. So that's it. If you have any other questions other than the level of compensation, he says, seamlessly slipping back into NPC voice. Now is the time to ask it. Otherwise, go to the address, collect Brayden, and take him to TTI.
He is aware
What is-
that we're going to collect him, right?
Oh no, we thought it was best that we didn't mention it.
Great.
What's the security like around his apartment?
Oh, I don't think very serious. You have all the legal paperwork, so should the police turn up, then you'll be able to. But we would appreciate if this was dealt with as much discretion as possible. It is not great for our company image that we have to send our son to a behaviour modification facility.
Let's go.
All right. Good luck and be careful with him. Yes, says Stephen, who has been otherwise silent. Yes, he's very precious to us. Look after him. And with that, we'll jump cut to the crew who are now outside the Brayden's apartment or apartment building in the Mare Honorum district of the Moon. It's a pretty well-known, pretty kind of well-off district. There are.
Is that a scene out of interest?
That is a scene.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Hashtag Max the Churn.
Hashtag Max the Churn. We're going to see if we can kill you all in an explosion in space. Yes, so the Planck
Oxygen can be lost off the moon.
You're not going to max out the churn before you leave the moon unless you do this really wrong. The Planck Unconstant is fueled and ready on a landing pad not too far away. You are now outside the building. How would you like to approach getting into Brayden's apartment building?
We've got the paperwork. It's not exactly tough, right?
I mean, the paperwork passes you legally. It's not necessarily going to get you into the building, but you could certainly try approaching the concierge and using the paperwork as we're here to collect Brayden. That's a thing you could do.
Could try and persuade our way in.
I mean, if someone wants to try a flirt or something, that's a good 4 on the stunt. That'll get us.
Not really my specialty. If you wanted to hack your way in, then maybe I could help.
My communication is a red hot 0. So I'm not good at talking either.
I can do what I can, but I think just waving the paper is a logical way
I've got
through.
good dexterity. I can try and grapple up the building. Maybe, I don't know. Climb in the window. Can I use my perception?
Yep.
To see if I can see which sort of. Or do we know which apartment is in? Just sort of.
Oh yeah. You have his apartment number.
3rd floor. Can we tell from the outside where that is?
Roll me your first. Let's have a perception looking test.
Yeah. So I have a searching focus. This focus helps Nico with finding things that are hidden or obscured.
Okay, that's not relevant, but it is true.
I think that's relevant. Right, so I rolled. So I get a +2. So that's 6, 12.
Okay.
And I got a 6 on my magic dice. I don't know what that.
That's a 6 on the drama dice. Okay, cool. What did anybody else get?
Oh, we're rolling. No.
If you want to, I mean, if it's just Nico looking, then as you scan up and down, you're like, okay, well it's on the 3rd floor, so it's got to be. So it might be that one. You can't see Brayden in there with inevitable backwards baseball cap, but you think it might be a particular apartment, but it's hard to say.
Okay. Oh no, that's not my thing, guys. I think it's that one. I don't know what your guys' plans was, but I mean, I can just climb up there and.
Maybe let's talk our way in first.
Surprise.
That could be a solid plan B.
Okay, I'll take a plan. I'm happy with plan B. That's fine.
Okay. Right. Charlie's Discord has crashed, so.
Oh no, he was the one who's going to talk us in.
But he's coming back. So crucially for the visuals, everything is now in the right place. Welcome back, Charlie. But because he's in the chat, he was able to tell the whole internet that this was happening. This is excellent. Yeah. So yes, you have. You're gonna talk your way in by approaching the concierge. Is that the plan? Okay. So as you approach the door, there is obviously just the standard apartment arrangement of a series of buzzers. It's just so you can type in the apartment number to get through. There is also a button for the concierge, and you can see there's a concierge behind the desk.
I'll approach the concierge.
Okay, so you're going to have to push the buzzer, are you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. The concierge says, probably better have a name for these apartments, hadn't I? Walsh View, what can I do for you? Concierge speaking.
We're here on a business deal. But back from Earth, there's a couple of people you may have heard of, may not. It's Alyssa and Stephen. Brayden's parents sent us to have a word with him.
Oh, you're here to see Brayden from apartment 317.
That's the one.
Oh, is he expecting you?
Could be. We've just got a contract, and I'll just hold it up.
Okay, you sort of hold up a piece of paper. Oh, I'll ring up to him, and if he's happy, I'll buzz you in. And she starts to dial on something on the desk, and it goes dead. And there's a bit of a pause as she seems to be talking, and she looks confused, and then comes back on. I'm afraid Mr. Van Yong isn't expecting any guests. Who did you say you were?
We're here in guys.
We're friends of his parents. It's a family matter.
Okay. The line goes dead, and there's a pause. And she comes back on and saying, Mr. Van Yong is very, very particular about this. He doesn't want to see you. So I'm sorry about that, but yeah, he won't let you in.
I just turn to Izzy and whisper, Plan B.
We need to get our +2 wealth from somewhere else if we're not.
I was promised I was Plan B. I mean, I don't want to put my foot down.
I'll say to the concierge, very well. Perhaps we have chosen a bad time. Thank you for your assistance. We will be going now.
Very well. Thanks for your call.
I give her a curt nod on the way out.
So you guys haven't made it in. I should be clear. You're all stood
like,
round the buzzer at the door.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick question. Were all of us in that sort of
Gathered round the buzzer?
Yeah.
Not if you didn't want to be. I suppose not. No, if you wanted to stand out of view of the concierge, that's fine.
I think I would have stood out of view of the concierge.
Okay. To what end, Casey?
Okay. I just look at the guys and go, tell you what, here's a different idea. How about we pretend that I wasn't in that view. Should we pretend that he did something that he shouldn't have on a night out?
I feel like he would be even less willing to see us then. I like Nico's idea of getting in some other way.
Different.
So maybe we can look for a fire door.
Plan C. Plan C.
Yeah, like something like a back entrance, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a perception seeing test to have a look. Have a look round. See if you can find a back entrance.
Ooh. 2 6s and a 5 on the drama dice.
Big numbers.
That
6.
beats me.
You got some 6 stunt points there.
Okay, I'm going to say, apart from the succeeded on the test with 6 on the drama die, so that's an advancement of the churn.
So it was 5 on the drama die.
5 on the drama die. Oh, boo. Okay.
Sorry. It was 6 6 5.
We want to max the churn, Alex. What are you doing?
You're right. Sorry, it was a 6 on the drama die. The other one was a 5. Honestly, Richard. Honestly.
Fair enough. That's 2 on the churn. Excellent. So, you can see that there is a kind of tradesman's entrance down the side of this building. Yeah, you can see the route to a back entrance, which you make your way around to.
It's watched or guarded in any way?
From what you can tell, it's got a code lock.
I want to hack into it.
I thought you would. You're going to make an intelligence security test.
Yeah. Now I add +2 to this because does this fall under my focus?
I think it does. Let's say, have you got the security focus?
Let me just.
No, you've got technology focus. This is a security test.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll just do a regular old attempt at it. So that's double 3 and a 1.
Okay. So that is a
which
total
is a 7,
of
which is not.
total of 10. Yeah, you're not getting in unless you want to spend some fortune to adjust one of the dice.
I will do that.
You only need an 11 to get in.
Sure.
So
So if I spend a fortune and adjust the drama dice, does that mean I get a fresh set of action points?
if you adjust the drama dice, then you get the stunt points associated with whatever the score on the drama dice is.
Okay.
But it
Well,
costs
I'll
you
do
double
that
that to get the in fortune to get the drama.
Oh,
dice
does it?
roll.
It does,
In
yeah.
that case, I will. I don't know. I'll still do it. I'll still do it.
Okay, just cross off the appropriate amount of fortune.
I got a 6.
Okay, so
Which brings it to a 12 in total.
correct.
That's, 6 on the drama.
So
dice.
yeah, after a bit of kind of fiddling, just trying maybe one more wire than you should do.
Does that mean an extra 6 to the churn and an extra 1 because you got a 6 on the drama die?
Yes.
Hashtag max the churn.
Are we not already at a point where something's going to happen?
No, not yet. Not for a bit. But
Like one churn away.
I thought so, yeah.
But user Fishty Cuffs has suggested that you introduce yourself as Max Churn when you next meet a person.
That's our team name.
Team Max Churn. The door slides open.
Right.
There is a set of stainless steel stairs leading up. You can see your way up to the 3rd floor.
Can I actually retroactively do a stunt?
Yes.
So there's a stunt under infiltration called It
Yep.
Wasn't Me.
Yep.
You leave evidence another character is responsible for the results of my test. So I want to leave evidence that suggests that the lady we met, the concierge,
Yep.
is responsible for hacking in or breaking the security on
Okay.
the door in
Right.
some way.
How many stunt points is that worth?
That's 4. I had 6.
That's fantastic, because that's a churn.
That's Churn. We're halfway to the bad thing. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're on 10, aren't we?
You are now on 5.
I thought we were on 10, sorry.
Easy, Adam. Easy. Yeah, you're on 5.
Sorry.
I'm counting it.
Yeah, I think we're on 5.
To be fair, you have overcome an obstacle though, so that's 6. You guys are not going to be like this when you get to the campaign. Yes, you can make your way up the stairs. You can do so quietly in an attempt not to be heard, or you can just charge up the back stairs. Up to you.
I feel like we should try and do it quietly.
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, quite quietly but confidently.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't want to look sus, but you don't want to make a lot of noise.
Yeah. Knowing that he's the most dexterous, Nico will lead the way unless anyone.
Okay. I mean, you're each going to have to make a dexterity stealth test.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. So I'll just put myself in harm's way then. That's fine. This is interesting. Okay. All right. Give me a minute because some fun's going to happen here.
Adam, who adds up for a living, is.
No. I've done the adding. That's easy. What?
Good to know.
What will I be looking under here? Just for curiosity.
So these will be infiltration stunts.
Okay, where are they? There's it down somewhere.
So yeah, we have quite a lot of stunts.
Okay, yeah, all right. I've decided already. Right, so I rolled 2 4s and a 6.
Okay, so that's a success.
The 6 was on my stunt dice,
Yep.
Nice.
and I've decided just because it's the one with the most points,
Yep.
I'm gonna trigger fancy meeting you here.
Right.
Oh wait, sorry.
I don't think you can do that one.
No, okay, never mind. I'm gonna also do it wasn't me, just on principle, and then just to double down on Izzy's stuff, I'm gonna make it look like the concierge has been
You could
sleuthing
do
around
cover your
in the
tracks
building.
instead. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, but that's not worth 4.
That's more hacking into a network, whereas this is just sneaking up a set of stairs.
Yes.
It's hard to leave evidence that the concierge has done it, but somehow you've left some sort of hint. Cool. Okay. So Nico has succeeded without any trouble.
Oh, okay, sorry. And so I'm going to also then use the other 2 that I've got left
Right.
because I rolled a 6.
You did.
Can I do 2 of just a shadow? Gain +1 SP spent on your next test during the encounter, as long as you remain on notice.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means.
That's fine. So you are prepped with 2 stunt points for the next. For the next. Assuming there is a suitable encounter, a suitable test during this encounter. Casey.
Okay, so
Sorry, you've got more you want to do. Is that right?
no,
Adam.
I'm just making sure you've added the churn. Sorry.
I have. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
I rolled a 4, a 1, and a 6 on my stunt dice.
That's a success. So that's a success with. Yep. Here we go.
Is a 6 on the stunt dice also churn?
It is.
So you should have added 2 for me.
I did.
Yeah, just checking. Just checking.
So I'll also double down on the it wasn't me and try and leave some evidence about the.
Okay.
concierge.
So you've got a Sharpie and just written the concierge was here on the wall. Okay. Yep. That's fine. Excellent.
You know what? I'm just going to do exactly the same as Adam. I like that idea of banking a couple of SP.
Okay. As you do. Okay. Now we'll find out everyone else's result before we find the payoff of the first tick over of the churn. Charlie.
I have a 3, a 4, and then a 5 on the drama dice.
Okay.
And I would like to be a complete douchebag and calm the waters.
So you've got a 3, a 4, and a 5. So you haven't got any stunts because you need to have
okay.
dice match to get stunts.
Sorry.
I saw calm the waters as well.
Okay, I can't do that.
Excellent. And Izzy.
I got a 10 in total with no stunt.
Okay. So you sneak your way up to the stairs, at which point the back door of an apartment on the 3rd floor opens, and a teenager with a backwards baseball cap walks through the door holding a bin bag and sees you and drops the bin bag and bolts back into the apartment.
Oh no.
Can I try and get like a foot in the door before he closes
Was that the
it?
churn?
That was the churn. Yeah, he's seen you.
Okay.
So what we're going to
Don't
do
like churn
now,
anymore.
apart from ticking over the churn because you've overcome a scene, we're moving into the next scene, which is in Brayden's apartment, is I would like you all to please roll for initiative. That is a dexterity initiative test. So if you've got the initiative focus on dexterity, add that. Otherwise, you just add your dex. Otherwise, you just roll your. Yeah, you roll all 3.
Oh, I got a double.
I'm afraid you don't get stunts
I
on
also got a
initiative.
double.
None of you get stunts on initiative.
So I didn't roll particularly well though.
Okay, so let's have the scores. Did anyone get more than 15? More than 10?
Wait, we add our dexterity, right?
Add your dexterity, yeah.
I got. Oh yeah, no, I did not get more than 15.
Okay, more than 10?
I got 12.
Charlie? So we've got 12, 10. Anyone more than 8?
I got 8.
9.
Okay, in which case, so I'd probably better write some names rather than just stuff. So we've got Izzy, and then Ade, and then we've got on 9, we've got Casey. On 9, we've got Nico on 8.
Mm-hmm.
And also at 8, but after you, we've got Brayden. And Brayden is going to be that attitude. Cool. All right. So the door starts to shut. Izzy, you see Brayden drop the bin bag and dash back inside.
The door's still open.
The door is closing. So
I will rush and block the door closing.
okay, yeah, you run forward and sort of put your foot in the door or put your hand against it and prop it open. Cool. Okay, you can see Brayden is dashing into one of the rooms in his apartment. Ade.
Do I not have another action?
Yeah, okay, yeah. If there's something else you want to do,
Can I use my action to disable the door?
yeah. So
it's an electronic door that's trying to automatically close.
yeah. Okay. Yes, you So you just essentially you just jam it open and it stays
okay,
open.
cool. Great.
Cool. Ade.
I'm trying to look at the sheet. Sorry, trying to figure out what options I do have. Because I don't want to go in like attacking him or anything.
Well, so he has dashed back into his apartment. You've seen Izzy prop the door open. You know you need to get him somehow to the ship.
Can I try and grab him? I don't want to be too vicious with
I mean,
him.
you can't reach him this turn, but you can chase after him this turn.
Yeah, that'd be best then.
Okay. Cool. So you burst past Izzy, who is propping the door open, and you can see that there's it's like a bathroom on the right. As you walk in, it's kind of an open plan living room, dining room, sitting room kind of situation. There's a bedroom, and he's dashed into the bedroom, and you sort of follow. You make it pretty much to the doorway. Casey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow in.
Okay, yeah. So you follow. So you both of you are now kind of out the doorway. And Nico.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll
so-
just do that.
So just so I know the lay of the land, we've got Izzy sort of at the main door.
Yep.
and
So it's
then-
very much the back door to the apartment.
Yeah, the main door. Yeah. Can I get past her into the apartment and then still have an action?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I do that and then do a searching to see if there's anything hidden around in
Yes.
his apartment?
Make
Trying to
a
use my
trying to use the
focuses.
stuff on your
Oh,
character sheet. Make a
okay.
perception searching test.
1 second, I dropped my dice. There we go.
So I'm adding 4 to this. So no stunts. You'll be happy to hear.
Okay.
17.
Yeah. Okay. You can see that he has. There's kind of pizza boxes littered and other takeaway containers littered everywhere. You can see that there is a stash of what is some kind of drug. He keeps it. You can see it's just been sort of stuffed down by the side of the sofa, but you can see that. You can see lots of booze containers, most of which are empty, like drinking bulbs, or alcohol distributed around. Brayden has been having a good time. Not always on his own, but sometimes clearly on his own. That's what you can see, and you can see that he has dashed into his bedroom.
So no hidden compartments or anything.
No hidden compartments or anything. However, Ade and Casey, who are sort of stood at the doorway to his bedroom, can see that he has dived into his bedside table, where he is attempting to open something. Which he does, and produces a gun. And he points it at you and says, get out of my apartment. I don't want you here. And click, cocks the gun. Izzy.
I want to pick up a empty bottle and try and throw it at him.
Okay. Yeah, so you grab one of the empty drinking bulbs and launch it at him. Go for it. Make a ranged attack. Just make a ranged attack. Why not?
Adding my dexterity to this, yeah?
Adding your accuracy.
My accuracy. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that is a 10 in total.
Yep.
With a double ones. But it's a 1
Okay.
stunt dice.
You can spend you can spend 1 stunt point as you wish.
Gun. Would it count as a... No, it wouldn't count as a gun stunt.
It's not a gun. It's very much a thrown bottle
Sure, yeah.
in lunar gravity. So you know.
I will just do duck and weave to get +1 on my defense
Okay.
until the beginning of my next turn.
That's fine. So you kind of run in, grab a drinking bulb, and not making any allowances for the drop off because it doesn't on the moon, launch this bottle, which strikes Brayden on the head. Just roll a d6.
6.
Yeah.
That is a 1.
Okay. Yeah. All right. This pen is running out. Gonna have to switch to my backup pen. Cool. That's your turn, Ade. Brayden is pointing a gun at you and looking at you a bit like you're a poo he's stepped in.
I'm gonna turn around and just shout at Izzy, just tell her to hold it,
Mm-hmm.
and then turn around and be like, "Okay, we're just here to talk," and then just give a like dirty look back at Izzy.
Okay, cool. Make a persuasion check, so a communication persuasion check. And I'm not going to lie, it's a rough one.
But boss, he's got a gun.
That is 15 altogether with 2 on the drama dice.
Yeah, he looks at you as if to say, no, absolutely not. Cool. Casey.
I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Okay, you launch yourself towards the guy with the gun. I wonder how grappling works. Let's all find out together. Friends
Lots of
don't
grappling
make
stunts, but I haven't rolled. I haven't rolled well. I haven't rolled 2 together, so it's not gonna.
Friends don't make friends. Look up the grappling rules. We all know this to be true. So here we go.
Shucks, looks like I'm not your friend.
Kind of does, doesn't it, Alex? I mean, I thought we went way back, but here we are.
I mean, it's almost like I picked a character who specializes in grappling.
Making attacks. Let's just look up G for grappling, because it's bound to be here. Gambling, Ganymede, grapplers, grappling. 47 and 52. So, grappling is a fighting focus. So that doesn't help me at all. 52. All right, you're going to make a melee attack. That's the way this is going to work. So as you launch yourself forward, make a melee attack. So you should have an unarmed attack stat. That's what you're going to do.
That is going to be 12.
12. Okay, you launch forward. Okay, and you want to grapple him, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And he will do a contested.
Yep, we'll do a contested grapple check, but you get +2 on top of your fighting.
Oh yeah.
I have got.
So 14 then.
So I've got 13. You now have hold of Brayden. He says, "Get off me!" He is.
I just say, we just want to talk. Drop the gun.
Okay, interesting. Cool. That is Casey. Nico.
Just as Casey says, we just want to talk. I want to be like doing a big vault over the bed. So do like a Superman punch.
Okay. Make a
just
melee.
As he says, we just want to talk.
Okay. Well, let's. So first thing we're going to do is make a dexterity acrobatics check as you attempt to do that.
I'm okay with that. That's fine. That looks all right. There's no stunts. Don't worry. So that's a 12, 15.
Yeah. Okay, you leap effortlessly over the bed, aiming in, leading.
I jump up left foot on the bed, using it as a springboard to get the extra.
Remembering lunar gravity, so this is more about kind of guiding your momentum than keeping yourself up. And then make a melee attack.
Yeah, okay. Fine. All right, so this is interesting. All right, give me a minute. So I only rolled a 10, but I rolled a 6 on the special dice. And I got 2 1s.
Okay.
So stunts can happen?
So stunts can happen. You have 6 stunt points.
Okay.
What is the churn on now? Just
It's on 12. Somewhere I have the conditions card, so I can look that up. Well, because the condition is going to be grappled.
Do I need to have succeeded to have this stunt?
You do, yes, but you have.
Did I? Oh, fantastic! Right. Okay, so I'm going to use 5 of my 6 points to do lethal blow.
Okay.
Extra 2d6.
Okay, in which case roll 3d6. Sorry, 3d6, and then add whatever your unarmed.
Yes,
So,
fine.
3d6 plus 3 damage you do to the restrained Brayden.
If I've not lost any fortune, is it worth me regaining any fortune?
If you no, you can't go above your ceiling.
I might just leave the rest then. So I've got plus 3, so that makes it 14.
Okay, so what's happened is Casey has launched himself, grabbed Brayden, and then said, "Calm down, we just want to talk." And as he's processing that, you have just launched over and cold clocked him.
Yeah.
Bam in the face, knocking him out cold.
Yep. Sweet. Exactly what I wanted. That
mission
worked perfectly.
success.
You're welcome.
Brayden is unconscious.
Did you add all my churn? I'm just making sure.
Oh, yeah.
Let's face it, this was always going to go down this way, so...
I just thought I'd punch to the...
Yeah. Brayden's... So...
Let's bag him and then take him out the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. While leaving evidence that it was also the concierge.
The best way of doing that would just be going out the front way and just leaving evidence along the way that would tell.
Alright, so Brayden is unconscious on the floor, as is his gun. I mean, the gun isn't unconscious, it's just on the floor. And we should be clear, Fisticuffs, he is just unconscious, he is not dead. Yet. You can murder him if you want, but you won't get paid. He is wearing a t-shirt with an offensive slogan on it.
Does he have any more appropriate t-shirts? Can we sort of...
Give me a search check. So
I just pick up the person that I'm already holding.
Yep.
And just take him out of the room.
Bring on the churn. Right, okay. So, alright, I'll just tell you what I rolled first.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
Yep.
But I rolled 2 2s and a 4 on my special dice.
Okay.
So, what are the for 4 points in search?
I'm not entirely sure there is a 4 stunts.
Investigation. Yes, there is. Down the rabbit hole. If this test led to a reveal, the GM also provides a brand new lead about a new subject that would lead to greater rewards. That doesn't seem like I did. Oh.
Yes, Fisticuffs. The t-shirt reads, "Not your mama's moon." And has
I can leave it on, that's fine.
a woman's posterior with the trousers, revealing some but not all of the bottom. That is what the t-shirt is.
I don't think there are any good stunts to use here.
I don't think there are, so I won't give you the churn. But you find that every single one of his t-shirts is offensive to somebody.
Which one is the most offensive?
The one he's wearing.
Okay, then we'll leave that one on then.
Okay, yeah.
I was just hoping for like a full on like Confederate flag one or something, just pure. Just...
Yeah, it's. I mean, there aren't any actually racist ones, but there are some pretty like anti-belter ones that are kicking around that you could also put him on.
Whichever one's the worst one, that'll do.
Okay, you grab an even more offensive T-shirt.
I'm not actually letting go of the person.
Yeah,
that I'm
no,
still
you've
holding right
you've still
here.
got him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not really letting you do this.
You know that it is a two-day journey from here to Mars. That's a piece of information you can consider relevant or not as you please. Also, you know he's being taken to a behaviour modification facility where he will be for an unknown length of time.
Well, I've got a feeling he'll be a bit scared of at least me because I just knocked him out in one punch. I mean,
okay.
That instills some sort of.
You have an unconscious Brayden over your shoulder, Nico.
I'll just bag him some
Casey.
Yeah, I'll just bag him some spare clothes.
Okay.
He's gonna need them.
Brilliant.
The most offensive shirts I can find.
All right. I mean, that's kind of what I was hinting at. Yes, you just pack a bag full of clothes.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so I'll just tuck some of those drugs in as well, just in the side pocket.
Excellent. Okay. Yep.
Just for him, just
Superb. So, with a bag packed with drugs and T-shirts and with an unconscious teenager, what do you do next?
Take him back down the way we came in.
There we go. Yeah, I assume.
All right, you go
Leaving
back.
Plenty of evidence that the concierge did it.
Yeah.
Doing your level best to blame this kidnapping on the concierge. You make your way.
Free churn for a number 4 on the front?
No,
Free
no,
churn?
because you didn't actually use 4 points on a stunt. So you are now you're about to walk onto the streets of Luna with an unconscious teenager over your shoulder and a bag full of drugs.
Guys,
What time of day is it?
It is sort of the middle of the day.
Middle of the day.
Middle of the day. It's a weekday.
Okay.
I mean, unless you planned to arrive at the apartment at a different time. I mean, if your plan was to do it a bit later, but it is, to be fair, an artificially lit facility on the moon, so the lighting is pretty much the same all the time.
So it wouldn't be completely unreasonable for there to be a drunk person that I'm carrying around on the streets.
If that's the bluff you want to go with, if you want to weekend at Bernie's him as a drunk man, then you can do that.
Just walking around like one arm over.
I mean, I'm just wondering how likely it is we're going to get pulled up for this.
I think you can probably get away with this if you roll well.
Depends how much churn.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to just roll with it and.
Okay, in which case
we're allowed to have him. We're allowed to be taking him.
That is true. Yeah, you make your way out with Brayden, and you have the paperwork to prove should anyone stop you. You do draw the attention of some of the local law enforcement, but you present your credentials, and they wave you through, and you make your way onto the Planck Unconstant. You're on board the ship with an unconscious teenager.
Strap him in
Tie him
somewhere.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Who's going to tie him up? It's going to be a dexterity sleight of hand test.
I'm all right at that.
Okay, go on.
Izzy, roll to tie up the teenager.
Right.
Bring on the tune.
Double 6 and a 1. I'm gonna spend fortune to re-roll the 1. Which,
So you don't have to re-roll it. You just
armor die.
tell me what number you want it to be.
Well, I want it to be a 6, so I got 3 6s.
Okay, in which case that's going to cost you 12 fortune.
Oh wait, what? How much fortune do I have?
You have. I don't think you took any fortune damage, did you? So you have 15.
Great, I'll use it all.
Okay, cool.
I really want this not to be as
Okay,
secure as possible.
it's
so.
you hog tie him.
I'd spend the rest of your those 6 on getting fortune back again. You can do that.
You don't have to because we're going to go to a breather now, so it's fine. There is now
Okay. In
there's-
that case, I'll calm the waters and reduce the churn by 6.
What? What? Is that a general
Fix the
stunt?
churn.
I think so.
It is a stunt. It's an infiltration.
Oh,
stunt.
okay. Yeah, it's reduce the current churn pool by the SP spent.
So you could spend all 6.
It's under infiltration, but I don't see anything
See the
telling me that
churn
I
chapter.
can't
put
do
it
it
in
now.
Infiltration. I've got infiltration stunts here. Calm the water is not in this list.
It's on mine.
No.
So
Yeah,
it's obviously just it's.
It's
So-
in the one you sent us.
I'm sure it is. Read it out to me.
It's literally calming the waters, reduce
yeah.
the current churn
Plus-
pool by the SP spent.
Yeah, and it's a 1
See
plus, so
the
you can
churn
spend as
in
much
chapter
as you
12
want.
for details.
Okay.
1 plus.
You reduce the churn down by 6 points. Everything's going well. You've kind of used your fortune to just calm everything down.
I also want to
Fisticuffs.
do one more thing.
Yep.
Sorry, just before
No.
we go on that. I want to take his baseball cap and turn it the right way up, so that when he wakes up, his
It's the right way round.
the right way round.
Okay. Fisticuffs. I don't know what shibari is. I think I might not Google it if that's okay with everyone. Yeah, that could be for the best. So, where are you going to stick, Brayden? There is. You've got a spare set of quarters on board the ship, or you
Back
could
into
stick
the
him in,
outside.
or you could
Outside
stick him.
the ship.
You
Yeah,
could stick him in a
just strap him.
spacesuit and strap him on the outside. That would kill him probably, but you
If he's
could
in a
do it.
spacesuit, He'll be fine.
See, enter the atmosphere.
No.
No, okay. I mean,
No,
that,
no atmosphere on the moon.
True. Yeah, no, I see it. I still think the risk of a micrometeor killing him is high.
I mean, it's significantly less now. I've reduced the churn, so
Maybe. Where are you? So you could stick him in the cargo hold. You could stick him in a set of quarters.
are we not bringing him to Mars?
You're taking him
yeah,
to
yeah.
Mars, yeah, which is a
Okay.
2-day journey.
Sure, just lock him in the cargo hold then.
Okay. Excellent. So, there is now. So everyone recovers all of their fortune because there's 2 days worth of travel. This will include Brayden, who is now back onto some fortune. Can't believe he didn't get shot off. I thought, oh, you've tricked him too. He got his gun out immediately, and then just didn't get a chance to shoot you.
Do we
Excellent.
need some churn there? We need to add churn because we've done a scene or something.
I
Yeah,
feel like we also need to clarify that we've taken his gun.
I
Also
assumed that you.
we are giving him like food and water so he doesn't die
Well,
over the 2 days.
we're going to come to that. No, don't worry. I'm not just going to kill him because you won't feed him for 2 days. Although that wouldn't kill him. Maybe
Dehydration,
dehydration might kill him. Yeah, but
especially with all the booze.
well, yes. I mean, he might not have been high or drunk at the time. So you have just left him hogtied, loose in the cargo hold.
Yeah.
As you take off.
Well, we've like tied him down, you know. So
Because, like, up is going to change direction when you take off. That's
well, you know,
okay.
like so he's tied to like a post, so he can't like move around.
All right. Okay.
Just slides up and down.
Yeah. All right. So he comes round, and you can hear him yelling. But he's not getting out of that hog tie anytime soon, is he? Not with rolls like that. You hear him yelling as you take off, and then you hear him go oof as the rest of you all elegantly allow for gravity to shift. So Expanse ships are built like an office block essentially. In your case, quite a small one, but rooms on top of each other, so that as you accelerate, gravity is downwards. I'm going to assume that you're going to travel at about 1g, which is kind of hard work on Izzy because she's a belter and not used to it, but it will get you there in time for the rendezvous. For everyone else, it's pretty standard. And what's going to happen is after about a day, you're going to Casey, the pilot, will... Is that right? Who's the pilot? Nico's the pilot. Nico will flip the ship round and then decelerate, meaning that all that happens is you just turn the ship round and the acceleration, there's sort of brief pause where there is no gravity, and then it returns in exactly the same direction. So that's the way the flight will go. So at about the end of the first day, you'll do the flip and burn. So that's going on. You have heard Brayden start to make a fuss. Are you going to intervene, or are you going to leave him hogtied and hanging from whatever it is he's tied to?
I'll go check it out.
Okay. As you open the cargo bay door,
I'm gonna sneak behind and just keep watch, but
keep
not
watch.
make myself known.
So Brayden has tried to manoeuvre himself a bit. He's managed to turn his baseball cap backwards. And he looks at you and says, "Untie me now! Untie me now! I'm going to have you killed!"
I laugh in his face. The fact that
Okay.
he tells me that he's going to have me killed.
You have no idea who you're messing with. I know people. I'm going to have you killed. I'm going to have your family killed. I hate you all, he says.
I just keep laughing at him.
This...
You know people, do you?
I do, yeah. I know gangsters.
Wonderful.
What are the names? Tell me.
I just take his baseball cap. Flip it
Turn it
back
around.
around again.
Okay.
And walk out.
Yeah, he still can't get it. So he's still he is throwing himself against the post, just trying to wrestle himself out. It appears to be only making the bonds tighter.
Do we have any kind of drug that could knock him out? Or give him
Let's
enough
try.
health?
We've got some drugs in his bag.
Okay, let's have an intelligence science test from Nico as to what drugs you took.
I am going to very much make it plain that I am not behind this plan. I've given him drugs. He's fine. He can't get out.
I got a 9. 9, yeah.
Yeah, 9. Some of them might be downers. Yeah.
I start pulling. I go, this might work.
I say no.
Pull out another one. This one.
No.
It's the same.
You don't have a
What
clue.
are you doing with my drugs? I can't believe you don't want to be messing with me, stealing drugs from me. Now that's bad. First you kidnap me, now you steal my drugs. I'm gonna end you.
I hold one in the back and say, "You want this?
Put it back.
You
You have
want
no idea what that's worth.
this? Is there like an airlock somewhere or some sort of trash?
Oh yeah. There's an airlock in the cargo hold. Yeah.
I just sort of slowly make my way towards it and say, "This.
Yeah.
Put this back.
Put it back. Put it back.
Put this back."
Put it back.
And then I let go.
Okay, you put it in the airlock.
And then put it back. He said.
Yeah, put it back in my bag. You monsters, let me go.
I'm assuming there's like a big red button that I can.
Yeah. So you and you flush it into space.
And I say, are you gonna settle down? Are you gonna chill? You gonna calm?
I'm gonna chill. You kidnap
You're gonna
me. You punch me. You
gonna calm?
tie me up and put me in a spaceship, and you would ask me to touch. Okay, and you flush out the drugs into space.
Yeah.
And then you expect me to chill, and then you start flushing my drugs into space. Who the hell do you think you are?
Were those drugs
Working
worth
for your
more than 2
parents.
plus 12?
I just say glibly.
That's a good point.
What? I hate my parents. Why would you work for them? They're idiots.
Yeah, but that's not the point. They're paying us a lot of money. Whether they're idiots or not is of no concern to us. They're paying us a lot of money here. We don't care. We don't care who your parents are.
Are you trying to persuade him to calm down, or are you just rubbing it in?
I'm just rubbing it in.
All right, fine.
We're getting a lot of money for this. I don't really care who your parents are. We're getting a lot of money. All I care about is their bank balance.
You are gonna regret this.
Does he have like a really big black eye or something? I'm assuming.
Yeah, he does.
Can I go and like just Poke it.
I mean, yes.
This is what happens when you mess with me.
Okay, you poke him. He goes, ah, ah. And he tries.
Intimidation kind of thing.
He tries to bite your finger. What's your defense?
13.
Yeah, he doesn't do it.
Yeah. Can I take the op to just give him a swift uppercut?
Yes.
Do I need to roll? I mean, he's tied up.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Okay. That's a good one. That's many numbers. 14.
14. Okay, cool. Roll for damage.
Cool.
Please don't kill him.
I only do one this time, don't I? It's only 4. No, 7.
7.
Sorry, I got plus
Okay.
4 on this time. So 7, yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So as he kind of bites you, you're like, no. Pound him. And he goes, ah! I thought you said you work for my parents. When they find out what you've done to me, they are going to have you killed if I don't do it first.
They won't care. Look at you. And then I walk out.
You know where they're sending
walk
you,
out.
right?
What?
I look at him while laughing to myself.
No? What's going on? Tell me
Oh,
now.
you poor kid. I just say, "Oh, you poor kid," and walk
Oh.
out.
Just you wait and see. Just you wait.
Okay. So, in the interest of time, I think this is going to be a two-parter, guys, because it's 8 o'clock already, and I'm having way too much fun being an obnoxious teenager. So, hopefully you guys are all available in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. So that's the first scene we'll have with Brayden. You go in, and you just beat him up while tied to a post. And he throws drugs into space. He doesn't like you anymore as a result. That's cool. Okay, it's sort of towards the end of the first day, you realise you probably better feed the poor soul.
Yeah, I'll take some food into him.
Okay. You take some... yeah, you take some food in. He's still hog-tied up to the...
I'm going with some form of like soup or something with a straw in it, something that I can just hold up.
All right, brilliant. Okay, as you go in, he looks up at you and he says, "Oi, nice tit." Yes, I rolled the lewd setting.
I just look at him with a quizzical look in my eyes and go, "You realise you're hogtied and I can do whatever I want, right?"
Yes, kind of hot.
Cool.
Oh, I've got
I
it.
shove the straw in his mouth and put the drink up to it.
There's a sort of pause and he sort of looks up at you and then something in his brain clicks like, this is his one chance to get fed, and he consumes the meal. He hasn't eaten for like, at least it would seem, a day, so he's quite hungry, and he, maybe thankfully... Sorry, the Fisticuffs is bringing quality chat here. He's just dubbed you the worst babysitters ever.
You know what? I've got a response to this.
He's alive, isn't he?
He is alive, just about. Yeah, he finishes.
There we go, Richard.
Excellent. Okay, we were going to have an NPC called Fish D Cuffs. Excellent. Make a note of that. We may or may not reach to him today. He finishes the soup and looks back up at you and says, "Go on then, take your top off."
I just walk out.
Okay. As the door closes, he shouts, "Nice arse too!"
Zero.
I don't like this, Richard. Go, roll again. I don't like this version of you. Roll the dice again.
I'm enjoying it.
I don't like it.
I don't know what to make of that.
I sit over again.
That is quite likely. Let's all not take a moment to think about what we just did here. Excellent. Okay. So at the end of the day, Nico does the flip and burn. Everyone feels the gravity adjust. Brayden takes another couple of points of damage as the ship floats up and down again. And yep, with a total of 4, he's not getting out. To be clear, the plan is for him to remain hogtied for the rest of the journey. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, brilliant. just says, all right. So you know there's going to be another roughly 24-hour period with you transporting the hogtied teenager in your cargo bay of your ship to Mars. Welcome, if you're a new viewer. That is what's going on. That's not a joke. That's an accurate description of the situation. Is anybody going to feed him today? Are you going to untie him at any point?
I'll do same again. I'll go in and feed him and/or a soup and a drink again. Both same way.
Brilliant. You'll be pleased to know I did not roll a 6 again, Adam.
Thank you. Did not like that.
As you walk in, it stinks in here. He's been hogtied for over 24 hours now.
I'm gonna make no reaction to it whatsoever.
Brilliant.
And just shove the straw in his mouth.
Is that like a willpower save?
So as you come in, just the smell hits you, and he looks up. He says, "What do you want now, then?" And you present the bowl of soup, and he's like, "All right," and drinks the soup, and sort of coughs. Make a perception seeing test.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
That is 16 with a 6 on the on the special die.
Superb. He does not look at all well. He looks unwell. Like all he's had to eat or drink for 48 hours is 2 bowls of soup. He, of course, definitely smells like he has wet himself and defecated in his clothes. He looks deeply unhappy and he hates you.
Maybe we should clean him up, make him look presentable for.
I mean, we do have spare clothes. I did pack him some clothes. In the
Yeah. I'm just having a quick look at what stunts I can do.
Are we good people?
I think I'm going to 2 seconds. There was one that I saw earlier that I want to use, but I can't find it again now.
It's been established many times that this party is not a good party. Never
I think
has been, never will
chaotic neutral is. pretty
Sure,
much what's up.
neutral. Let's say that's what it is.
Right. I just look him in the eye and go, right. You gonna play nice now?
Why?
Because you're sitting here in a hogtied in a cargo bay with, let's be honest, soiled pants.
You're supposed to be looking after me, right? Doesn't look like you're doing a very good job, does it?
We're meant to be delivering you to a place.
If my parents saw this, they would be furious with you. You know it, I know it.
Cards on the table, mate. You're going to a correctional facility.
What?
So cards on the table is a stunt.
Okay.
Where if you're being completely honest, they have to be completely honest back.
Okay. Excellent. How many stunt points is that worth?
That's only 1.
All right. Fair enough.
What point?
I just wondered if I could advance the churn again.
Put some churn on there.
I've still got 5 left on this
Okay.
dice roll.
Cool. Anything else you're going to do while this is all happening?
I might try to. No, I can't do that one.
All right, let's move on because we don't want to spend
Yeah.
too long looking at stunts.
No,
So-
never mind.
He looks at you and he says, "Yeah, but my parents are going to find out about this because I'm going to tell them, and I'm pretty confident they're not going to be happy. And I'm going to make it my personal mission to ruin your life. And I am rich and influential, and I'm going to be able to."
You're not rich anymore, mate.
He doesn't look particularly fazed by that.
Well, what do you want me to do about it? I say, looking at him. Been paid to take you there. You go.
I want you to let me have a shower, change my clothes. I want a proper meal. I want something to drink. I want to spend the rest of this journey in comfort.
It's a
That's
transport ship.
reasonable.
You're not getting comfort. I can.
Oh, I mean
probably get you a shower.
the closest thing to comfort that you lot have got.
Let me talk it over with the guys.
Yeah, you do that.
Just going to point out, if you'd talked to us in the first place rather than pulling a gun on us, you probably wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, I'm just going to point out if I'd shot you, wouldn't be in this situation either.
Nope, but we were legally allowed to be there, so you'd be in a much worse one.
You don't know anything about rich people. You leave him hogtied, sitting in his own filth in the cargo bay to go and talk it over with the rest of the guys. Excellent.
Line there that I wish I was there to deliver to him, but I wasn't there, so I couldn't say it. I don't like this guy.
I'm going to go to the crew and go, I think he's calmed down a bit. Maybe we should let him have a shower and go to things. He stinks at the moment. We got to present him to these guys at the other end.
Fair enough. Yeah. Just getting cleaned
If
up.
if it sounds like he's made a wild story up, then he's made a wild story up and just trying to pin it on someone.
I'm not letting him roam free on the ship, though. He's going to have to
Nope,
be under some sort of guard or something.
I completely agree. But let's not just leave him hog-tied for the rest of the trip. What do you reckon?
Well, I've got to steer the ship. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd happily punch him in the face again if you need me to. If punching in the face is on the table, you know where to find me.
Great. Well, let's get him cleaned up at least.
Yeah. I go back into the room.
Okay.
Feels like you've come. I see what he says actually.
Guess what I've rolled?
Oh no.
He says, "So you're going to tell me or what?"
But it seems like you've calmed down a bit, so
Am I going to get my shower?
that's what you that's where you're at. Then we can give you a shower. You've tried to pull a gun on us. We're not letting you out of our sight.
So you're coming in the shower with me? Excellent.
Not a chance, mate.
You say that now.
Okay. I walk out and leave him hogtied.
He says, "No, come back!"
I let the door close.
Okay, we're going to take a moment to appreciate Fisticuffs in the chat again. Go up another level for behave and use the toilet like a big boy or I'll pop a cap in your ass. backwards. Um,
I'll leave it about a minute and go back into him.
he says, "Change your mind, then, love."
Okay, if you're gonna keep like that, I walk out and just leave him there.
I just keep rolling until he doesn't roll a 6.
Okay, it's not a 6 this time. When you go back in again, he says, "Finally."
Calm down a bit.
Yeah?
Great. I yeah, I untie him and lead him to the
Okay, as you untie him, this is when he's finally unties this moody witch. And kind of walks ahead of you as if he's just owns the place.
Yep, I just stay with him.
Okay, so he makes his way up. He, because I didn't roll a 6, he undresses as modestly as possible and showers. The clothes he was wearing, you're just going to have to burn. There's nothing you can do for them.
They're going out of an airlock.
All right, okay, fair enough. Yep, you sling them out of an airlock, and when he's done with his shower, you produce some more clothes for him to wear. And he puts them on, and he says, "So I can get a drink, yeah."
I'll prepare like the nicest food that we have, and
Okay, yep.
like an
So
actual proper drink.
So you get a drinking bowl with some proper water and probably some sort of belter kibble, which is essentially spicy protein mix, but it's edible. He struggles a bit with the level of spice, but he does his level best to cover it up. So as he clearly is stalling for time as he's finishing it because he's had enough of being hogtied in a cargo bay.
Do we have any like alcohol on board?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll offer him some booze and be like, for your cooperation.
Finally, he says as he takes it from you, he drinks the whiskey-like substance.
Does he still have any of his drugs left, or did we put them all out of the airlock?
Adam, did Nico put all of the drugs out, or just like 2 pills, making it a real waste of air?
No, I would have like got the whole bag and just been like,
Whole bag.
All right, yep. All of his drugs got flushed out of the.
Yeah.
I have no questions from them.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so after a couple of days of putting up with this obnoxious kid, you finally land at the agreed docking bay, which is just outside the Innis Deep area of Mars. Could everyone roll an intelligence current affairs roll, please? And if you are a Martian, give yourself +4.
12.
16.
11.
12.
Okay. Each of you think, the Innis Deep? Is this like, if you are the sort of people who run a facility for, let's face it, rich people to send their kids to get some discipline, this is a kind of run-down industrial part of Mars, and it seems an odd area to take them to. But you land. How are you restraining Brayden?
He's been walking around on the ship.
Yeah, but now he has a chance to. He couldn't get anywhere on the ship. Now he has a chance to go somewhere.
We
I'll
could
knock
take a
him out again
chance
and
and
you can carry him.
just.
I'm just gonna hold on to his arm while we firmly but not like making sure that he's coming with us. Let's put it that way.
Can I just consider have my gun ready to pull out if I need to, just in case he tries to make a run for it or something?
Okay, yeah. As you kind of flash him your piece, he's like, all right, psychos.
Okay, something feels a bit off about this place.
Agreed.
Yeah, too right. You're handing me over to like literal strangers because my parents told me to. Like, what's wrong with you?
I mean, you're a stranger to us as well. We're being paid to hand a stranger to a stranger.
Yeah, but I'm a kid. You psychos.
I think a couple of us should
We've
stay
got the
with-
paperwork.
Stay with Brayden. The other two should go up ahead and see what this place is. Maybe ask around a bit.
I'll scope the place out with someone.
Okay, as you kind of go to, as you make your way off the ship, you see there are a group of 5 belters waiting. With one of them is holding a like a black cloth bag, and there's a like a truck nearby. And they're 5 belters. Many of them have got visible OPA tattoos, and one of them says, "Yo, Buzzman, you got the kid, yeah?"
What is this place?
This is a landing pad where we pick up the kid, yeah?
Which kid?
The kid, the Van Young kid, Sasa. You got him for us.
We're on our way to pick him up. We just wanted to know first where we're taking him and make sure the deal is set up before we risk our, status with the lunar people.
Oh yeah. No worries. We are TTI, yeah. And he pulls out some. He just sort of pulls up his thing to show the payment details from the Van Youngs. Hey, fish! I think they got the kid. And a kind of taller belter, slightly better built, carrying a rifle over his shoulder, says, "Hey, Buzzman, I'm Fishy Cuffs. I'm here for the kid, yeah?"
The infamous fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs, I will take that as a massive compliment. That's the first time any of my accents have been described as perfect.
I'll whisper to Addy. That's Charlie's character, right?
Yeah.
I'm not buying this.
Yeah, these people are a bit interesting. This doesn't seem like a facility of any kind.
I just want to hear him talk some more. Just ask him some questions. Just, how's his day been? Ask him about his family. I want to hear about Mrs. Decuffs. I want to hear about Mrs. Decuffs.
I've got like a kid of my own who could benefit from this kind of facility. Can you let me know what you do here?
He looks you up and down and says, "Hey, it's exclusive, Sasa. It's not for just anyone."
What if I were to have, say, +2 wealth? Would that get me anywhere?
+2 income? No. We take rich kids, yeah? Hey, Purple Gorilla 1, not only have you joined the chat, but you've subscribed using Prime. I'm going to be in touch. I'm going to invite you to our Discord. I don't know what that's going to do for you, but I'm going to do it because we think you're rad. Catching up on the VOD, but essentially they've been asked by his parents to kidnap a teenager and take him to Mars. We're playing the Expanse RPG. It's real good. Part 2 is going to be in a couple of weeks' time, because we're not going to get it all done in 10 minutes. That's where we're up to. But we think you're rad. Back to the... yeah. It's exclusive. We take the trouble kid on millionaires, and we set him straight, yeah? It's tough love.
Yeah. Do you have the contracts with the parents that we can take a look at?
Oh, yeah. Gorilla? you got the thing, and another belter who is he's quite slight, appears with and kind of hands over the documents on a for you to verify, saying, "Oh yeah, we got the kid. He's not too much of a pain, yeah."
Does anything in this contract look odd or unusual, or is it just?
Give me an intelligence, just an intelligence law check. There we go.
That's a 12 with a 6 on the other dice. I've forgotten the name of them now.
The drama die.
The drama die.
Yeah. It looks straight up. It is a legit contract with the correct electronic signatures from the parents.
All right. Well, the kid was a bit of a pain, so I've no reason to worry too much for him. So I hope you can set him straight.
Oh yeah, we set him straight. All right, Bosman. We set him straight.
Great. There's nothing I think we can do. I'm going to go off and let the others know what's happened.
Okay, you make your way.
Do we just bring the kid down? Get paid?
I've got a name.
Hey, we don't care.
I'm so gonna end you.
Yeah, sure.
I just give him
Probably
a.
gone, there's nothing more we can do.
I'd give him
That's
a real
true,
cocky
yeah.
wink.
Yeah.
Alright,
Let's just give him over. Maybe this is a correctional facility. Maybe it isn't. We can get him away.
Okay, with a proper stroppy look on his face.
Do we want to double check with his parents? I'd just say with the tiniest bit of concern, but not really
I'm not
that
sure
bothered.
if we can contact them right now.
There is a communications delay, but you could contact them. I will have to look up what that communications delay is, but you could do it if you wanted to.
Minutes, isn't it?
It is
Bad
on this big handy chart down here.
2 days travel.
I know to the moon it's
very
2
fast
seconds.
speed.
Look who backed it on Kickstarter and got the poster and everything. Communication times. Earth to Mars is 4 minutes. So there'll be a 4-minute delay in this conversation.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We can risk 4 minutes.
We can risk 4 minutes.
Is that like taking photos as well, or is this just voice?
So no, it's a video call or voice call. It'll be unusual for you to only use a video call, but essentially you're going to record a message, and then there'll be an 8-minute delay as it's 4 minutes there, 4 minutes back.
Sure, let's just do a video and show them what the situation is. That the contract looks legit.
Okay. There's
This looks dodgy, is what we're trying to emphasize. Right.
there's a
But it's
there's a
dodgy,
bit of a
but-
wait.
But the paperwork.
Can I send it to the father, not the mother, because she seemed much more caring about her child. And
Okay, that's an interesting.
I get the feeling that the father was the one who
Arranged everything.
Okay. Cool. All right then. Yeah. So you send it to Stephen Van Jong, and 8 minutes later you get a response, which is if they've got the contract, they're TTI. They're the people we've employed. I hope Brayden was okay.
Yes.
I say, right, we've got the go-ahead from the parents. Send him off.
All right. Let's do it.
We've expressed our concerns. We've done everything we can.
Okay.
Do we have? Sorry, just to be a real dick. Do
Language.
we have? Sorry. Do we have in universe like some sort of camera phone where I can take like a baby's first day at school kind of pics?
Yeah, you can.
Really.
You can video him if you want as you hand him over.
Fake cry, be like, oh, he grows up so fast. That's it. Just for my personal.
So as you make fun of him as he's handed over, he looks deeply unhappy. But you kind of push him out, and Fisticuffs grabs the bag and says, "Hey kid, we got to set you straight, right? You've got to learn about discipline. You're going to learn that you cannot just be like this all your life." And Brayden sort of looks at him, and the belter leans in and whispers something and puts the bag over his head and pulls like a ziplock tie, just enough to secure it around his neck. So he's not in any danger, but it's secured. "Here we go, kid. Get in the van." And they push him away. And as we hit 27 minutes past, and we are much of the way through my one-page adventure, I think we're going to call it there. So I need to do some things with this. The first thing we're going to do is cut to that. There we go. Awesome. So that was our adventure for tonight. Come back in 2 weeks' time to find out what happens to Brayden, whether I keep rolling a 6 and have to be lewd. Kind of regretting that. Never sexually objectified any of my friends before.
I feel like we've done some flirting in the past.
I feel like we have, but I'm not sure I've ever used the word nice tits about any of you, so...
It was the fact that was what you started with. You just go with nice tits. That's not...
Well, yeah, I had to signal it somehow.
That was the first...
I'm self-conscious,
first
okay?
Yeah, we're embarrassed now. I mean, hey, Uni, if you're a fan of The Expanse, then the role-playing game, if you're into role-playing games, is superb, and if you're not, it's still really good. Give it a go, because it's fantastic. This is part of the Facebook community one-page jam, which is to get an adventure to fit onto one page. There we go. I'm going to leave it not too long so no one catches it on the VOD. My adventure fits on one page. I think it maybe needs a couple of tweaks based on this evening. Apart from anything else, what's the difference between supercilious and bossy? I need a sixth piece of jerk behaviour from Brayden, the teenager with the cat backwards. Thank you, chat. With you, it's more fun, and we already have a pretty good time. Do come back in 2 weeks' time. Do click to follow us, and then you should get a notification when we go live. We are a bi-weekly stream. Normally on our off weeks, we do, or I do, a Deus Ex stream where I play the game Deus Ex badly, but have a lovely time. I'm probably not going to manage it next week because I'm on holiday, but we will see. Maybe I'll manage something on a Thursday. Fisticuffs, you're already level 3, so you already get an extra focus, I think. But if you come back next time, maybe you can level up again. For everyone counting, the churn is currently on 15, which means we are halfway to #max the churn. Awesome. Harold, you rule. As I say, I'll be in touch. Invite you to our Discord. I'm not entirely sure how great behind the scenes it gets you, but it will happen. #max the churn. Awesome. We're going to do saying goodbye things. So this has been Adam.
Hello, bye. I was going to say at the end.
This has been Alex.
Oh, this is me, isn't it? Alright.
Yes, who can confirm his characters have nice tits. This is... Don't know what I'm ever going to do about that. This is Charlie, who was Addy.
See ya.
This was George.
Bye, everyone.
I have been Richard. You have been watching the D20 Future Show, and we're going to do a raid. I'm going to have to find someone to raid, because...